Title: Ghislaine Maxwell in hotter water, feds add Sizzle to the case with fresh sex trafficking charges. TLDR, Ghislaine Maxwell, known chum of Jeffrey Epstein, finds herself neck-deep in legal troubles as federal prosecutors pack on more charges. It's alleged she enticed a 14-year-old girl into sex acts with Epstein around 2004, with sexualized massages being a part of the whole nasty scheme. Despite Maxwell's vehement denials, the charges are piling up, and it looks like this legal storm isn't letting up anytime soon. Talk about the plot thickening. Ghislaine Maxwell, the infamous gal pal of Jeffrey Epstein, is facing a new round of sex trafficking charges. According to federal prosecutors, she played the villain in a deeply disturbing plot, coaxing a young 14-year-old girl into performing sex acts with Epstein back in 2004. Now, let's all pause for a moment and take that in. Yep, it's as icky as it sounds. The question is, where's the line between a bad friend and partner in crime? The alleged victim was supposedly enticed to give Epstein what are being referred to as sexualized massages at his Palm Beach residence, receiving cash for her involvement. And apparently, these massages were part of a broader, more sinister pattern. The newest charges suggest Maxwell didn't stop at one minor, but engaged in sex trafficking multiple times from 2001 to 2004. So, it seems she didn't just dip her toes in the water, she went for the full deep-end dive. Does it make you wonder how such horrifying acts could happen so many times without coming to light sooner? It certainly does us. Maxwell isn't a stranger to the inside of a courtroom. She's already been accused by New York federal prosecutors for conspiracy, enticing minors to engage in illegal sex acts, and transportation of minors for criminal sexual activity from 1994 through 1997. The charges seem to be piling up like an endless game of legal Jenga. How long before it all comes tumbling down? Meanwhile, Maxwell is living the life of an orange jumpsuit at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. Despite 3 attempts to win bail, she remains there. One might wonder if Maxwell, with her international ties and abundant wealth, is dreaming of making a jet-set escape. But the judge thinks she's too flight risky for that kind of trust. Remember Epstein's sex trafficking enterprise back between 2002 and 2005? Prosecutors claim he had a nasty little business, running at his residences in Manhattan and Palm Beach, Florida. Even after Epstein's 2019 prison death, the dark shadow of his crimes continued to loom large. We're left wondering, how many more names will surface from the abyss of this scandal? Even as Maxwell's trial looms, it's clear this case is a layered onion of illicit activities and heartbreaking allegations. As the countdown to her trial ticks down, we're left with one burning question: will justice prevail, or will the scales remain tipped in favor of the wealthy and powerful? This is a big case that is testing the integrity of our justice system. So, dear readers, what do you think? Will the system be able to hold Ghislaine accountable for her actions? Or will she be another figure to slip through the cracks of justice?